I was telling myself and telling my husband, I need to make changes. I am heading down a path where I am statistically the woman who has a heart attack or a stroke in her 50s, and I don't want that. I was seeing increasing need for prescription medications to alleviate conditions like blood pressure and high cholesterol. I just wasn't feeling good. I didn't have much energy. I wasn't sleeping good. So it was just kind of the culmination of all of that and knowing I need to do something. If I could have done it on my own, I would have before now. And, you know, just being on the internet, and I'm pretty sure how I found your program was on Facebook, and seeing your ad for the videos and listening to the videos, and you talk about, you know, women in their 50s, and as we go through hormonal changes, and sometimes that's a mindset change of, hey, I want to do some things for me now. I've spent my life doing for others, and that really resonated with me. It was exactly how I was feeling. I just hadn't put my finger on it. But a lot of what you said was just common sense things. It wasn't, well, you need to follow this diet and count calories and add points and do all of these specific things. It was looking at a whole program. And the more I got into it, looking at, you know, are you happy? What do you do for fun? Stress levels, sleep, quality and quantity. It was a common sense program that hit home with me and was what I was looking for, and didn't even know that that's what I was looking for. I was skeptical, more of myself than of the program. I have tried other programs, other approaches in the past, and did well for a while, and then life got busy, and I fell off track and got discouraged, and that seemed to be the pattern for me. And I really wanted something to work this time. And I think because it was, what hit with me was it was a common sense approach. It wasn't you have to eat grapefruit 5 meals a day, you know, or limiting what you ate, or, you know, that's the best way I can describe it. It just was common sense to me. It was getting back to basics. And I was more, like I said, more skeptical of myself, and could I do it? Could I sustain it this time? Because I really needed to. As, you know, each visit to the doctor brought more issues coming to light rather than less issues. And that just wasn't the direction I wanted to head. You know, I was taking supplements to augment because I knew I wasn't getting enough fruits and vegetables in my diet, and taking supplements to help digestion and regularity. And when you talked about, well, if you're eating the whole foods, your body will do what it needs to do, and your body knows what it needs to do. Part of the skepticism in the beginning was, oh, how can I spend money on myself like this? Even though I would have in a heartbeat spent it on someone else. Yes, looking at it now, it is sustainable. Even if there's a day when I deviate and eat something different, that next meal, I'm looking for what it is that I'm accustomed to eating. The first thing I noticed was clothes started fitting a little looser. I was comfortable in clothes that previously had started to get tight and be uncomfortable. You know, in the beginning, I did take measurements, didn't do anything with that for months and months, and tried to stay away from the scale because that's been a source of frustration as weight fluctuates 2 to 3 pounds over a day's time. So just try to stay away from those things that would trigger me to get frustrated. Was on multiple blood pressure medications and monitored that so I could report back when I went for a doctor visit, and noticed that it was within reasonable numbers with the medication, because even with the medication, I still had high blood pressure, even taking multiple types of prescription medications. So the last visit that I had to the doctor, which would have been about an 8-month checkup, I had lost 13 pounds according to their scales, 15 pounds according to mine, 10 inches overall. So, and not just waist, my neck, my arms, everything. Doctor's weaning me off of one of the blood pressure medicines, and the goal is when I go back the next time, if I haven't already weaned myself off from monitoring it myself, I'll be weaning off of that medicine too, to just continue to be healthy with what I'm eating and to try and take some more of the weight off. I also have been diagnosed with sleep apnea and had a checkup with that doctor. And she was very pleased. Again, recognized the weight loss. One of the things they measure a lot with is your neck size, and I've lost almost 2 inches there. So big change. I have more energy. I am sleeping better. Still struggle getting enough hours in bed at night, but do feel like the quality of the sleep is better. One of the other things that I've noticed is in previous winters, I live in South Central Pennsylvania, so winters are cold. Have always had to use lotion because I had dry skin. And this winter was the first time I haven't really had to use much lotion. On my hands after doing dishes or something, but for the most part, didn't have to put lotion on a couple times a day because my skin wasn't dry. So improved skin, improved energy. I feel better about who I am because I'm making differences and it's about me and taking better care of me. As far as the energy, the biggest thing for me was there was a period of time it was difficult to even get up in the morning and get ready to go to work. I started drinking coffee at age 50 because of the caffeine. That was how I got up and got going in the morning. I had never done caffeine or coffee before much in my life, but at 50 I started with it. I found that what I was doing to have energy during the day, I was eating constantly. It would just be little snacks here, little snacks there, things that I thought were healthy for me, and have now learned that they're not what my body needs. They're not what will help energize me. So it's not so much that, is there anything, because I still did pretty much what needed to get done, but I was struggling to get it done. But it's not feeling sluggish to get up in the morning and being energized. Okay, I need to go get ready, get some things done, and I'm heading into work. I don't need to eat all day to stay energized, to sit through a meeting and not be yawning the entire meeting, in front of other management members of the business that I work for. So that's probably the biggest change for me. It's not so much that there were things that I wasn't taking care of myself, but meals were getting cooked, the house was getting read up, things were getting done, but I was struggling to do it, and it's not as much of a struggle now. I think learning the metabolic type testing that you have provided and understanding how that works for me. And I am a protein type. And what I thought before was, well, if I eat a big salad for lunch, that's healthy. But there wasn't any protein with it. If I ate a salad, it was a big salad, and I thought the bigger the salad, the better. Well, all I was doing was getting carbs. And I've learned if I eat too many carbs, I crave carbs. So it's kind of that domino effect of finding that balance of I need the proteins, the fats, the carbs, and having them in the right proportion. Then I'm not craving the things that make me crave again and again and again. That's been the biggest eye-opener for me was understanding that balance. And I can, at this point, pretty much tell immediately when I don't have that balance right. Because it doesn't have anything to do with hunger. I want something to eat. Well, why do I want something to eat? I'm not hungry. Well, I didn't have the right balance. I didn't have enough protein with that meal. So that's been the biggest thing for me, is learning that. And that's what I was doing before, thinking, well, if I eat a big salad, that's healthy. Or if I get up and I just eat a dish of fruit for breakfast, even though fruit is healthy, eating that in and of itself did not work for me. What were my aha moments? And it was that I can make small changes. I don't have to do it all at once. realizing that diet is a part of it, but there's more to the picture. I was trying to deal with diet, and well, I need to lose weight and then I'll feel better, and then I'll have time or energy to do the other things that need to happen. And once I flip-flopped that and dealt with some of the stresses in my life, put to paper things, what is it that I enjoy doing? What is it that gives me joy? What am I passionate about? Really focusing on that side of it first, I think allowed me to have the ability to deal with or to be better at handling what did I need to do as far as my eating habits. Not so much even, some of it was what I was eating, but some of it was when, quantity, portion control, portion, ratios. But I think dealing with that first, looking at stress levels, dealing with some of that. How do I'm going to have stress at work, I'm going to have stress at home. What do I do to rejuvenate from that? What do I need to do to get through that and not have that be the bulk of my day? So it's interesting, I was just journaling last night, and it's like, well, how stressful was your day? And I'm like, I don't know, it really wasn't stressful today. And in the beginning, that definitely, it was all 7s, 8s, 9s, well, this ticked me off and that ticked me off. And now it's like, well, it really wasn't, okay, I had a meeting and I had to present something and it made me a little nervous, but it wasn't stressful. So it's interesting to see that swing, and you have commented that sometimes when you deal with some of the bigger things, the other stuff just kind of works through itself.
Yep,
and that's exactly what has happened.
Yeah, it's a domino.
To start with the 6-week program, to be a part of those calls, to have the information that you provided. I think I had enough of a taste of what you had to offer and was already starting to see some changes, and I wanted more. So did it, yes, did I pause at spending more money on myself? Yes. But the value, priceless. Because I couldn't have done this without a program and without your program, because I've tried others and they haven't worked. I enjoy the Facebook community. I enjoy the calls and having that connection with other women and seeing people at different stages of their own journey. When I read some of the Facebook posts and those who have been through the program, it is awesome to see them cheering other people on, or to see someone open up and share their own personal struggle, and to say, yep, don't know exactly what you're going through, but I feel your pain and you're heading in the right direction. And it's your comment about paying it forward. I feel the same way. I feel like I've been blessed with this opportunity and this lifestyle change for me, and I want to share that with others. I want to help be an inspiration to others, and to say, like you, if I can do it, you can do it. You're worth it. You're worth the effort, the time, and the investment, whether it be financial or whatever. You're worth the investment. My final thought would be, this is a program that works, and I would 110% endorse it. I mean, it works.
Love it.
And it is about making lifestyle changes. It's not just, I'm going to do this for 6 weeks and magically all my problems are going to be gone. It's about me making lifestyle choices and how I'm going to live the rest of my life.
This has been
Thank
great.
you.
Yeah.